what mathematical logic is. Now, what does a mathematical proof contain? A mathematical, I have already told you what it contains. Hypothesis, and then mathematical statements and conclusions. So it goes like this. Hypotheses and conclusions are also mathematical statements, which are some statements about some mathematical objects. So hypotheses are conditions or statements which are already given to you, and then you go through some mathematical statements where each statement depends on the truth of each statement depends on the truth of the previous statement. Okay, so we start by assuming that the hypotheses are true, and then we go through logical steps to arrive at some conclusion, and we get that the conclusion is true. So this is the general structure of a proof. Okay, and this is not the only way of proving something. I mean, we will discuss about some 2 or 3 types of proofs, and that will come later. So here we come across this mathematical statements. So that is the next thing. We have to go through mathematical statements and see what they mean actually. By the way, what is a statement? First of all, even before mathematical statements, first this comes in mind. What is a statement? A statement is a sentence which is either true or false. For example, 1 is a positive integer. 2 is a negative integer. What is your name? How beautiful. You see these 4 sentences. Among these 4 sentences, the first 2 are statements. The first one says that 1 is a positive integer. It is true. The second one says 2 is a negative integer. This is false. Although it is false, but it is still a statement. However, what is your name? How beautiful? These are not statements because you cannot, it does not make sense to ask whether they are true or false. So these are not statements. Okay, a statement is some sentence that can be determined to be either true or false, but not both at the same time, of course. Now, mathematical statements are just like that, some statements which are either true or false, but about mathematical objects. So, a mathematical statement is about mathematical objects, which can be numbers, functions, vectors, matrices, etc. So a statement is about mathematical objects and relationships between or among these objects. For example, addition. Relation means it's an operation